This is part 2 of this new collection. I don't know how many parts there's going to be, but we're going through 3.5 short boxes. All right, guys, here we go. We are going to get into part 2 here. We're going through 3.5 short boxes of this latest collection. A lot of modern stuff in this collection. We're going to dabble in some modern, some copper, little silver. I don't remember what else was in there. We're going to go through 3.5 boxes, 3 boxes of books, and a half a box of magazines. All right, that pretty much breaks it down. I want to remind everyone, please, down below in the description, there are multiple discount codes for different places, all right? We have Whatnot, we have Cover Price, we have Gemini Comics Supply, a couple other places, but most importantly, maybe the most important one, championcardcollector.com, guys. If you're doing Pokemon, Lorcana, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, board games, any type of gaming, any type of sports, $40 order, you get free shipping with Very Gary 10. Use the code, use the Very Gary 10, because shipping gets expensive. And if you're doing Pokemon like we're going to be starting to dabble into, you can thank my daughter for that. You get good pricing and you get free shipping. So again, championcardcollector.com, use Very Gary 10, and we're going to get into this. I think I talked a lot about it. I didn't talk about the price in part 1, so I do apologize. Somebody left a comment down below in part 1, so I'm going to tell you the price. Let me say, I don't remember the quantity. I was going to say for X amount of boxes and this, that. I don't remember the quantity, but this cost me $6,000. That's the total cost of this collection. Now, I'm sure you've watched part 1. If you haven't watched part 1, down below, I linked it. So again, in the description, there's a lot of information down there. If you go in the description down below, there's a clickable link to bring you to part 1. You could watch part 1, then come back here. The interesting thing about part 1 is there was one specific short box that we only went through one short box in part 1, and it was just full of keys. And that's a big part of the value of this collection. Of course, there's a lot more. There's like 30 long boxes in this collection, so there are going to be a lot of videos. There's a lot. But a lot of the value was just in that short box. There's a lot of value in these boxes. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there's $6,000 in value in that one short box. So, all right, I'm rambling. Let's go. You're not here to hear me talk. You're here to see the book. So let's get into 3.5 more short boxes from this collection. This is part 2 of I don't know how many parts. Let's start digging. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Box 3 are magazines, but we're going to just kind of go through all of this here. We're going to start with some House of Slaughter number 1s. Here's some 1s. Here's some more 1s. Now, I don't know. Or some doubles. There's a foil of 1. There's another number 1. And we're going to switch over to number 2. I don't know. And you guys, please leave a comment down below if you see a high ratio variant here. Because I don't know if any of these are high ratio. I don't know if any of these are just cover Bs. I don't know if any of these are just 1 in 10s. But we've got a whole lot of House of Slaughter. 7, 8, 9, 10. What do we have here? More 10. 11s. More 11s. I don't know if that's 11. We'll just assume these are some 11s and some 12s. I don't know. What do we got here? No number there. Why not? Here's some 12s. Here's some 12s. Maybe these are 12s as well. I don't know. See what I mean? Some of these variants, these versions, we're on to 13, 14, 14. I don't know if some of these are store exclusives. I don't know if some of these are convention exclusives. All I know is there's a lot of House of Slaughter here. I'm probably going to put on a full run. Well, I say a full run. Whatever the run is here of like cover A's. And I'll probably auction that off on Whatnot. And I'm sure it'll go for like pennies on the dollar. But whatever, man. It's fun. Somebody will get a good deal on it. 20... Look at this. Look at all these variants. Oh, that's the square bound. That's the actual book, I believe. Yeah, Book of Butcher, House of Slaughter. More House of Slaughter. We're up to issue 23. 24s. 21. Why not? We'll go backwards. All right. And 21. So there you go. That's a big House of Slaughter run with all types of variants in this box. We're just gonna keep recording. All right, we're going to put this over here, and we're just going to go to box 2. Here, we'll slide you over like this. Hang on. Okay, everyone with us? Everyone good? Let's go. Ooh, we're going Walking Dead now. Okay, I'm going to give you the heads up. The way a lot of the boxes are in this collection are like this, where they're front to front, like this, okay? And I made the silly mistake. This is not the seller's fault. I made the silly mistake of flipping them all the wrong way. So we're actually going to count down from 123, 122, 121, 120. Now we're going to run into a whole lot of keys. Some are better than others. Let me put this here. Our boy Negan. Right, so we're going to go down. There's your first... Man, I know it's Shiva. I forgot his name. Oh, somebody's going to tell me in the chat, in the comment section. And then we've got our first Negan is here in 100. That's the McFarlane. Oh, the Frank Quietly cover. There's a whole bunch of different 100s. That's your first Negan. 99, 98, 97, 96. I think this is your first Jesus, and this is your first Jesus cameo. Right? Or is it... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I could be wrong. I get all mixed up, but we're going to keep counting down here. We're down to 81, 80, 79, 78. You guys can count, right? 76. We're going to run into our first... Is this your first? I think this is the first, like the city. I forgot the city's name. Man, it's been so long since I read this and watched it. And then here's your first... Was his name Gabriel? I forgot. Going down... Still counting down. We're at 54. There you go. First Abraham. First Rosita. First Eugene. It's a great book. It's looking like a 9.6. Maybe a 9.8 with a good press. We're going to keep going down now. 45, 44, 43, 42. We're jumping here. Everything's in order. We've got almost a complete run here. Look at this. There's your first governor. On a great cover, too. See, this is another one. This is a press away from near 9.8. I mean, I got to look up some of these prices because a 9.8 first governor is probably a couple bucks. Going all the way down. And now, if you watched part 1, you know that we had issues like, I think, 1 through 10. So we basically have a Walking Dead 1 through 123. I don't remember in the rest of this collection... I don't even remember if we have a full complete run of Walking Dead. I'm going to turn this box this way because like that. We have a magazine box. Unfortunately, this box was stored this way and flopped over, and the last few books have some bad ticks on it, which is a shame. Last Ronin #1. Love this book. Love this story. Love this cover. Love Kevin Eastman. Here's an issue #3. I think there's a 2 in here. This is the Re-Evolution one. More of the Re-Evolution. Which one number was that? Was that #1? Yeah, here's another #1. That's the Eastman. Here is... That's a cool one, I gotta say. It's like the video game cover. Last Ronin 2. I like this style, too. Then we're going to get into some of those Black Label DC books. Catwoman, Joker, Killer Smile, Joker, Killer Smile, Harley and the Birds of Prey. They're all kind of... Well, this is Marvel. They're all kind of out of order, too, so I don't even remember if there were, like, full, complete stories in here. Joker, Harley, Harleen, Joker, Killer Smile, Book 1, Joker, Harley, Harleen. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. This story I highly recommend. AD, After Death. There's 3. 1. That's Book 1. That first one was #3, and here's #2. That was a really good book. It was Scott Snyder, Jeff Lemire. Good read. I don't remember if this is first print. Oh, it is first print. There you go. New Mutants #1 first print. Batman Damned. We all remember Batman Damned, right? We all remember this book. So part 1, 2, and 3. Here's more Joker Harley. More Joker Harley. More Last Ronin. More Joker Harley. Atomic Hawk. Superman Lobo. Foom #8. In pretty nice shape too. Cleaning a press away from like an 8.0, 8.5 maybe. And then here's where the damage has started. Unfortunately, I mean, these are just incredible Star Wars covers. The ticks on this one. And then this, the Star Wars Insider. And this one had the foil. And then we have a little Ahsoka. So that's that box. All the magazines. Kind of a bummer on the ticks. That's what happens, folks. You got to store your stuff correctly. And unfortunately... I'm just going to move this. These weren't stored and traveled correctly, but it happens to the best of us. It happens to me. And let's get into this last one here. Okay. Last box in this video. This one was all facing the right way, so I didn't have to flip these around. Secret War, Book 1. Book 2, here's your first Quake. These are all Delato covers. Book 3, so we don't quite have a complete run. Spider-Gwen, 25, 27, and then Nice little batch of Scotty Youngs, which I'm going to put aside, keep aside, because he did 2 years in a row. He did make it to Terrificon. So lucky if he makes it to a 3rd year in Terrificon. We'll have a bunch of stuff. Love this book, by the way. I had this in a 9/8 signed by Scotty Young. Put those over there. And then we've got a little Spider-Man Deadpool. And here, Extreme X-Men Annual. Extreme X-Men number 1, 2, 46, 45. We're going to go down here, right? Yeah. 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, no 12, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Was that a 6? Yep, 6, 5. Nope, that's number 2. And that's number 1. So, and I forgot what we said, what was in the beginning here. There's another, that's expose. Yeah, so that's different. All right, we got a little Secret Wars here. Number 1's, plural. Number 6, why not? Couple 7s, a few 7s. 8, I think, was in that first video. And here's a 9 and a 10 and an 11 and a 12. So we're missing some. Marvel team-ups now. Here, let me pull the Secret Wars out, just so you have a better view. We don't need all those in there. Here we go. Marvel team-up, Spider-Man, Wolverine. So we got Marvel team-up 117, a Spider-Man, Wolverine, a What If 19. What If 9? What If 6? What If 53? 46. Death of Wolverine. This is the Weapon X program. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. 4. Nope. Just 3s. There's a 5. Magneto, Not a Hero 1. Not the whole set. Here's some free comic book day stuff. More free comic book day stuff. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Oh, that looks signed. Yep, it is. X-23. 1, 2, 3, 4. Juggernaut 5. Tricked him, huh? That was tricky. Sneaky. Wolverine Noir. Number 1, 2 is plural. 3, plural. 4. And Wolverine Weapon X, we don't know where number 1 is, but we can start at 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 16. We're all over the place. Wolverine Gambit. I feel like this is like a classic Tim Sale cover. I feel like we've seen this before. Let me make a little adjustment here. There we are. Weapon X Noir. That's the variant. There's your standard number 1. X-Men Origins Sabretooth. Ooh, right? Is that Origins? Yeah, Origins Sabretooth. Origins Wolverine. What? This is just some random stuff back here. Rogue, Cable, Bishop, X-Men Alex. So there we go. That is it for our first. Ooh, all right. Well, we'll take that. We'll take a Silver Age FF in the back of that box. All righty. That's our first 4 boxes. All right. That's it, guys. Part 3 will be coming soon. So we did find some cool stuff, some cool variants, and I do need help down below because of those House of Slaughter variants. You guys probably know more than I do when it comes to that one. So that's it for this video, guys. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And as always, keep it comics.